Hello, this is Dave with Dave's Aquarium Thoughts, and this is a little video for my trip to the Philippines. This is Manila Ocean Park, which is one of the first places we stopped at, and I figured while I'm on vacation, might as well go ahead and do something fish related. Fortunately, it was kind of a wet period, like this video is showing right here. They also have a biodome at the Manila Ocean Park, which I really wanted to check out, but unfortunately, due to the rain and it being outside, I didn't really get a chance to go do that. But I did go to see the Oceanarium here, which this, of course, is the entranceway. Um, which kind of just snakes around the building, and then eventually you do end up on that second floor up there where you could see the gift shop. But let's go ahead and go on in and see what this place is all about. And of course, this is the first tank I saw, which is a big tank with some Arapimas as well as some arowanas. Unfortunately, I did have some great footage from this, but unfortunately, when I was filming, I forgot to hit the record button. But this is what I had to settle with. But you could see the Arapaima and the arowana in there. And I think you also had like a gar in there kind of hiding in the corner. You'll probably see that in a little bit on another angle. I really did like the decor here. I really loved the way it looked. It's just the whole trip to the Philippines was just completely beautiful, and the setup on here was beautiful as well. And you get to this tank, and of course you've got some angelfish right there, which is a normal aquarium fish that you normally see. I'm not quite sure what kind of angelfish these are, but if you know, please leave the comment down below and let me know. And of course there you got a little sand waterfall right there, which is a nice addition with the little black ghost knife kind of hanging around there. But definitely a lot of different setups. This one I think are, you got some platies in there, I believe. I could be wrong. And this one is like a Mbuna tank. It looks like it's a Mbuna. I see some of the fish I used to have. Like the yellow and blue one right there. I think I used to have a couple of those before. Back when I had my Mbuna tank. Very peaceful in this tank though. For the most part. And here you got some, I believe those are silver dollars, I believe. Some large ones, or maybe those pacu. No, those are pacu. My bad. Definitely bad on that. That's it looks like it's pacu, along with some other large fish in there too. One thing I noticed is a lot of the water is a little bit cloudy. I don't know if that's just the whether they have it set up or just the fact that it's just kind of clouded water in some of these tanks, especially with like these ones as well as the Arapaima tank. But the rest seem to be pretty nice and clear. I think it's just the way they have these tanks set up. Okay, and more fish. I forget which. I think these are. Oh boy, nice shiny fish. Forget the name. And that sign probably had the name on there. And if you wait here, you'll see it. You'll see it. And there you go. It's kind of like. It's trying to grab something at the surface, I think. And back in the back corner, you do have a ray, along with looks like some kind of albino fish of some sort. Sorry, I'm really blanking on some of these names, and some of the names I just don't know. And they do have like some saltwater tanks as well, not just freshwater. And I forget what the name of these worms are, but I do like them. I do like how they just kind of stick their heads out of the sand right there. I did look up the name when I was there. I just forgot what it was. But I do like the setup there. It's very interesting setup. And the one thing I do love about this setup, I do completely love the decor. I love the way it's put together. Yeah, you saw some like puffer fish in there along with some other fish in there. But I do love the tree branch and how it's just set up, and also the lighting. The lighting is just beautiful for this setup. And this one right here, it's a saltwater, it's a cylinder, and which is one thing I'm just kind of walking around the cylinder, just getting the photos. But this little school of fish are just wonderful to look at. Wonderful, just kind of walking around the cylinder and seeing how they're just kind of swimming around. And there goes a lovely eel-like fish trying to get that fish in there. Just a nice little centerpiece kind of tank in the middle of the room there. Yeah, I forget what tank this was, but you do got like a little bunch of like pipe-looking fish in here. I wonder if those are actually pipe fish. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what kind of fish those are. And right there we got a lovely shrimp tank. I think this one had one of those little dome windows to peek in there, but you got one shrimp up there, and I'm pretty sure there's a few other ones that I'm gonna probably focus on if I'm not mistaken. Or I'm just gonna focus on that little guy. And there, of course, is more ghosty kind of shrimp right there, kind of rummaging through the decor. Or coral, whatever you want to call that down there. And it looks like they got some food down there. And we got shark eggs. One thing I had to check out is, and you can see the little baby sharks in there. Just kind of growing, getting ready to hatch eventually. And what's in a few other cylinder tanks. I think these ones were up against the wall, so I couldn't really just kind of walk around them. Definitely great for fish who just want to swim around the circle. And this is a little bit of a darker setup. I forget what was in this one. Oh, you can okay, I see him now. There's some fish in there. And you got a lovely seahorse tank. One hanging onto the chain right there. And I got some, I think these are what, lionfish, if I'm not mistaken. Please definitely correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, these are just beautiful fish, by the way. I love the way they look. Probably not something I want to be stung by, though. And this right here is one big giant tank. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's probably kelp in the background right there, or something similar. But I do love the lighting on this and how the lighting works on these kind of tanks. A lot of larger fish in this. A lot of room to swim in. I just wish I could get my tanks to look on the lighting like this. Well, that's kind of hard when you have like a smaller tank. You also want to kind of light the whole kind of area. Okay, and I just love the way these ones school. They're really schooling nicely on this. As you see, they turn and they all of a sudden kind of follow each other, join up in another school, and just kind of swim around. Those ones are, yep, yeah, those are trying to join in the other school too. And it looks like you got some other fish kind of joining it. And this is one of those lovely tunnels that you get to walk through on some of these aquariums. I don't think there's a lot of sharks swimming around when I was in here, but I did get to see a lot of other variety of fish kind of just swimming over. There might have been a shark in here, but oh, they got some rays though. I'm sure there's a shark in here somewhere, but I think a lot of them were kind of just resting in another area when I was filming. Yeah, I think I was looking to see if there's any sharks, but don't think I saw any. But there, of course, there's the ray again. And with time a little bit closer to me this time. But I definitely did love and enjoy this trip to the East Aquarium. A lot of cool exhibits. This, of course, is in Manila, right off the bay, as you can see in some of the photos when I'm actually outdoors. Let's see, yeah, there's another one of those big tanks with the light bearing down into the tank. Don't know what kind of fish these are, but I have a thought of what they are, but I'm not sure. So I'm not going to guess. I do love the way that the light does kind of shine into this and just kind of scatters throughout the water. Just brilliant. I just love the look on this. Ah, there's some sharks. There we go. Now we got some sharkies. Once again, they're just kind of resting on the ground. this dressing is sitting there. Trying to get like some photo opportunities for people there, I guess. And there, now we found some more. This one, of course, was above me. This was on the ceiling, so you had some water above you as well. And this is it's a whole nother part of the building, kind of close to where the tunnel was. Yeah, okay, now we got some movement on the sharks, kind of just swimming around. Once again, I just love the way the light hits the water. Just love it. One nice thing about seeing these big tanks in aquariums like this, just the lighting is just superb. And this, of course, this behind here, that's actually a restaurant, and they have a little tank in the middle of that little thing right there, and they have a little water mist kind of thing as like a fog coming up. And once again, you got the Manila Bay. Yeah, you can see like the choppy water, so it was kind of storms. When we were there, we did have a couple of typhoons come by. And this, of course, now is the penguin kind of exhibit where you have some penguins there, which is a little, I guess, a little bit odd for being a tropical island place. We have like some penguins just kind of hanging out. Of course, and then of course they have like a little opportunity to actually feed the penguins, where you can actually poke your head out the little tubes right there and just give them some fish. And that was my visit to Manila's Ocean Park. I really enjoyed it. I do have some other videos put together from my trip to the Philippines, so I hope you will stick by and check that out as well. So anyways, you guys have a great day, night, or whenever you're watching this. Thank you.